We're back. It's in the morning. I got Mr. Trouble with me. He's with me today. He's going to hold the camera. We got to cut this out of here, and we got a rat's nest in here. So, get over here where we get this cut out of here. Yeah, Dad made a mess. So, stand over here so you don't get hurt. We don't need that. Still got a little bit connected there. Alright. Still got a little bit connected. Let's see what happens here. Stand right here, Mr. We did it. Nailed it. There's still one right there. It's wrapped around there viciously. What? No, I gotta trim up that stuff first before we take off. So, sound good? Just about got her. Oh yeah, she'll come out of there now. We're back. We got 2 trucks out, and we got a pile of wood up there ready to go. It's really quiet back here today. Waiting on a truck. Looks like they got held up at the mill, so they'll be back. But yeah, not a whole lot going on. She's all, the last little bit of wood's pulled up here, and everything else is cleaned up. So it's looking good. Everything looks, hopefully it all goes as planned, and then we will be moving today. Move that back to the shop, and probably move this maybe tomorrow or today. I don't know. We'll see. Move that jet skier to the next job, and the chipper's gonna go to the shop and get that bearing fixed and the air conditioning. And that shouldn't take too long. A lot of people, I had somebody talking about how difficult that's gonna be, and it's not that difficult. So I'll show you real quick what it takes to get that bearing off from there. That shiv's not too hard. I forgot, somebody had said something to the extent of, it's a lot of work. No, it's not too bad. It's not that bad. All you got to do, which it sounds simple enough, but trust me, I've worked on this enough before. It's not that difficult. Just want to get your openings out of the way. That was a maple. Anyway, you just 1.5 inch wrench, drop this down, pop your belt off. Okay. And you got 3 bolts. Then you got 2 pusher bolts. That'll separate everything inside. Pull everything off. Pull your keyway out. Pull your bearing out. It's actually really simple. So, yeah, that's not pretty. I don't need none of that happening. Keep this baby on here. So yeah, that was the question, was it's going to be a lot of work, but this one's not that hard. This one, the shiv's, about 4 times that size up here. So you can see her up in there. So yeah, that's the other one up there. So it runs over to the motor over there, to the engine. So that one's a little bit bigger. That's a little more work, but to take this one off, I mean, if everything goes right, it's not that difficult. If everything goes wrong, but it isn't. That splitting apart is actually going to be pretty easy. You can see where she's been hammered on a lot to break it apart, because that's what happens. You get these in here, and then you smack this with a hammer and try to separate these two. So these two slip off. Once you tighten them up, they get on there. But yeah, it's not that hard to shake that bearing if the bearing comes off easily, which is another if. But it's coming apart more and more and more, and it's tweaked more and more and more. So like I said, I got like one more load to do here. Hopefully it should fit on the trailer. I have the biggest trailer we have coming back. So how I got stuck with the biggest chip van that we have, just the luck of the draw. But I cut that off. That's a nasty crooked piece of cherry that won't go through the chipper. And yeah, that's her. Once we'll make a video folding this girl up, and it's a little more work than the new one. It's one thing I liked about the new one, that I like about the new one, is the fact that it folds up a little easier. Them bolts up there, this splits in half, and this comes down, and that goes up. And if you do it wrong, then you can snap your chains that are holding you out here. Yeah. So you just got to be careful. We got to fix that too. Couple little things. So hopefully, if we can get it back, it doesn't take us too long to fix the stuff that needs to be fixed on here. I gotta clean this mess out. And yeah, but as you can tell, that's not right. She's gonna give us fits here real quick. So one more load, baby. Just please, one more load. I don't even like to look at it. Well, that's all you can do, right? And I got a little leak down here somewhere, so it's driving me nuts too. Packing that all up, but it is what it is. These belts seem to be doing a lot better. I have not smoked them at all today. Them have seemed to maybe come around. You know what I mean? And we'll see. That's all you can do is just find out. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. They could be snugged up a little bit, but might not hurt to snug them up just a tad. But yeah, it's coming together. And there's a filter that gave me fits the other day. We just dropped it, and that's where it landed, and it just stayed there. So oh goodness, it was hot that day. But yeah, we're gonna get her done today, and we're gonna get this thing back, get it worked on, and then we're just gonna keep rolling. We're just gonna keep rolling. I got a leak right up there on my fuel lines. I gotta find that one. Got a little leak on one of them lines somewheres. I'd like to find that. I'd like to blow this off real quick. But with a little bit of water, some hot water. But yeah, maybe we'll get some video of this thing getting folded up for y'all. Then you can see her in action. A little bit different. You gotta have your clutch engaged, and you gotta have, you know, it's where the work comes in, where you gotta have the hands and the brain working together, and it's fun. And flipping the cab, that's actually now is about the same. Before it wasn't. Now it's the same, but yeah. And then your spout. Ooh, mercy! Look at there. Busted her right off. Sheared her right off, good and clean. That's been on there for a long time too. It's just a little bolt. Torch her out of there real quick. I know. The more you walk around it, the more you see. which isn't always a bad thing. It needs to get fixed, so I need to put some bolts in the guards. I'm missing one there and one down there. Little stuff, little piddly stuff. We're gonna get it fixed up. What did you do? Wash your face? Yes. Yeah, because you wanted to be on camera? No. Look at me. Looks like you got a black eye. Look at. You got dirt underneath your one eye. It looks like you got a black eye. Trouble. Got your water. How'd you get so dirty and do so little work? You're worse than your dad, I think. What? You're a kid, that's why? Energy. But yeah, this chipper's coming together. And we're going to get her dialed in. And we'll move around out. Keep rolling. From one job to another. We're just going to keep on moving. Keep on keeping on. It'll be good. So thanks for watching, guys.